picked up this Klein 20-to-1 screwdriver. It has all kinds of bits inside of it and has some sockets with it also. So the plan is to replace this, which is got this Mace hardware several years ago. It was something like $4, I think. It was on sale, and it's got a T-handled driver thing, and you can just push this in there and use the sockets and so forth on it. The only problem with it is that for some reason they decided to make this an odd size. It's not a 1/4-inch hex, so you can't put this inside the your impact driver or any other adapter. So it's useful. I've used it a lot. It's been very helpful. And it does ratchet. You can adjust this to ratchet either way. So it's a useful little item, and I might even pick up another one if I find one day. But not quite as versatile as I would prefer. So and hopefully this will be a little more flexible. It's my opinion that about 90% of tool injuries these days are caused by the struggle to get the package open. So I'm sure this doesn't look like it's going to be any exception to the rule. Every time I have to open one of these bubble wrap, blister pack things, they always tends to be some kind of a disaster. So let's see if we can get this open without cutting the crap out of myself. It's good that men don't read instructions anyway, because there's no way to get the package open without destroying the instructions. So that's no loss, I guess. Let's see what we got here. We got this. So the handle has a whole bunch of bits in it, and it just closes down, so they just stay in there. And let me try to give you a better look at that. So let's take a look at these. These are all labeled, which is nice, because sometimes the bits themselves do not have a label on them, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but it does show you what size each bit is, so that's cool. So we've got all them in there, and that just closes up. And then this other part, the sockets stay on the rod there, and if you want to just use the driver end of it, the bit driver end of it. Let's see here. How does that go in there? Is there a trick to that? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So the shaft just goes in there. There's a little collar right there, and if you push down on it, it releases the shaft. Now, apparently there's a little trick to this thing. I don't know. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so the sockets come off, and then you can use this with the one socket is a 1/4-inch on one end, 5/16 on the other. So the 1/4-inch end of it takes the 1/4-inch shank driver, hex driver bits, and there's a little magnet on that end of it, so that when you put this on, the magnet's pretty strong. Put this on here. Oops. There we go. Got it all the way down. It holds the bit on there. There we go. There's that. Holds the bit in there pretty good, so it doesn't come out. So that's pretty good. I don't have any screws here, so I can't tell whether. Let me just try something here. Let's see how strong the magnet is. All right. magnet holds the bit, but the bits themselves are not magnetized, so that's okay. But anyway, that is how you would normally use it. So you can put that back, put that in there, and put any of the bits that are in the top in the end, and then that's your screwdriver. And this does have some detents in it, so you can lengthen, or you can use it all the way out if you want to go deep, or if you need to shorten it, you can do so. So it has various lengths there. And then if you need to use any of the sockets, you just snap it on there, and you got a nut driver. So the two sizes on here are the 1/4 and 5/16. We got 11 32nds and 3/8, and then 1 7/16 and a half. So a fairly decent range of sockets for that. And once, if you're doing electrical work or something, this would be a really good tool to have with you. Has almost everything you can use on it. So the 1/4 inch and 5/16 one goes on from that end. Oops. From the end with the magnet on it, and then the rest of them just slide over. There we go. The rest of them just slide over the shaft. And since this is a 1/4 inch hex, you can also put this in your impact driver or any other 1/4 inch hex driving type of thing, and use that. So you have basically a 20. Well, they say there's 20 different combinations here. I'm not sure how many bits are in here, but you got Torx, Phillips slotted, and looks like there's some square drives, some Robertsons in there also. So that should cover almost everything you're going to do. And then you can put this in, as I said, and everything is nicely contained. So really handy screwdriver to have in your truck, your toolbox, because this will replace many other tools. Actually, it's real good for a homeowner because you got quite a bit. If you're just doing minor things around your house, might be a good item to have thrown into the kitchen drawer where all the other junk is, because you'll have a screwdriver and nut drivers and everything else you could possibly need as a homeowner. So pretty good setup there. This was about I think it was $35 or maybe it was $40. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it looks pretty good. So I thought I'd show you that. I think there's some other reviews of this up on YouTube, but I think this is pretty cool, and I'm quite happy with that. So and when the budget allows, I may pick up another 1 or 2 of these to go and it's nice to have one in each toolbox. So it's Klein, as I said. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.